It's the hottest podcast in the world.
From WWE to TNA by way of the NWA.
It's referee Brian Hebner, legendary WWE referee and Mr. Refin Rant himself, Jimmy Corderas, and OVW and TNA senior official Daniel Spencer. It's time for Refin' It Up.
Welcome back to Refin' It Up. I am RJ, Jimmy, Brian. How we doing, guys?
Oh, jeez.
You all right, Jimmy?
I'm schwitzing over here, bro. I got the air cranked up. I got the woo-zoo fan going, everything. It's nuts here, man.
How hot is hot?
How
Jimmy?
hot is it? It's so hot. No, let me put it to you this way. Okay, it's right now where I live, it's 39 degrees Celsius, which works out to about 102.
That's temperature.
That's the temperature. Now, if you figure out the heat index or whatever they call it, it's 46, which is like 112, 113.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You don't even
Canada.
want to go get the mail. You don't
This
even
is
want to get the
Canada,
mail.
bro. Oh, screw that. Let it build up. I don't care. Yeah. They're probably just bills anyway, so who cares? What the hell?
Now, Jimmy,
Pay
do you
themselves.
have the old-fashioned, like, is your mail on your house and you just go out the door, or you have to go to the street?
I could just open my door, reach out, and go, thank you very much.
Same here. Same here.
But they want to change that.
Well, they're not changing my unless they buy my mailbox.
Yeah, no kidding.
But anyway,
Good to see you,
Go deal.
Matt.
Hey, Matt, welcome. By the way, heat wave is here. It ain't coming.
Dude,
It's already arrived, bro.
It's right. But we got a busy show tonight, guys. About half hour, we're going to be bringing in current Maple Leaf Pro interim Canadian champion Stu Grayson will join us at 6:30. But before that, gentlemen, let's send it up to our first count right here on Refin' It Up.
This is your one count.
Maybe. But usually helps when I push your button the right way. But anyways, gentlemen, busy week as always for professional wrestling. But the Darkside of the Ring came out this week, started their new season, and they had debuted with I guess we call it Jeff Jarrett and TNA because it did talk a lot about TNA there as well. Brian, I know you saw it. Just your initial reactions, because you were there. I don't know if you were there for the time period that they were referring to.
I was.
Okay.
I was not at the beginning, but towards the end of the whole Jeff Karen thing. But I was there when you remember they talked about him walking around in the park and all that stuff with Karen and all that. So I was there for that. But anyway, depending on. Well, first of all, happy birthday, Double J, Jeff Jarrett. I texted him today. Got a text back from him. He said, "Thanks, dude. Appreciate the text." But anyway, I found it very interesting, and there was parts that I did not know and were not aware of. And D'Lo kind of said it best, where you only believe what you see, right? So that was more like the nut of the story for me. I just really wish they'd have got Dixie on there to show and tell her story. And what that leads me to believe is that she was obviously asked, she turned it down, and there's a reason. So I tend to go with the way that the story's been told. And it's really interesting. And I think that I witnessed firsthand Dixie getting an ego stroke firsthand. Something I was told was that there was a President's Day, is what they call it, like we have here in the States. Jimmy, I don't know if you have that or not, but we have a President's Day, and she literally thought that making dolls for her for President's Day and putting them on TNAshopzone.com would have done well. if that tells you anything. Tonight, as we're taping, or we're taping, we're live, but for the audio version, tonight's episode is going to be very interesting because this is going to be where the Bischoff Hogan hire seems to be not what it was cracked up to be, and where she absolutely knows nothing about wrestling. And it's going to be very interesting. So we'll figure that out.
Right.
Uh-oh, Jimmy, where'd you go?
Oops. Someone hit. Maybe.
Oh, there you are.
Daniel was probably remotely pushing buttons over there.
I thought that. And by the way, Daniel's doing his duties out at TNA Wrestling.
Yeah.
So he's not here this week. Let's call the Wandy Lands. But anyway, So anyway, Jimmy, what did you think?
I found it interesting because obviously you were there, so you would know more about the goings on than I would, because I heard everything, you know what I mean, second and third hand. So it's the old adage: telephone, telegram, tell a wrestler, yeah, whatever. But I found a lot of it very, very interesting. I know, knowing Jeff, I know how passionate he was.
Mm-hmm.
So passionate about it. So I like to look at it this way, if this makes a good analogy. It's kind of like when you watch these things, you want to believe the person you know very well, and the other people you're kind of like, because D'Lo I know well, Jeff I know well, all that. And then there's others that, like you said, like Dixie, who I do not know, that decided to decline being a part of this. So now it's kind of, for me, it's like a court case. You know what I mean? I'm part of the jury. You have the prosecution and you have the defense. Both are giving their side, and I have to decide based on the evidence who's telling the truth, basically. And the unfortunate thing is, in every situation, the truth is always somewhere in between. So we're not getting that other side. Do you know what I mean?
No, we're not.
I'm not saying that the whoever was talking on, all the people that were talking on the dark side of the ring were fudging numbers or anything like that. That is their truth. They're speaking their truth, but sometimes others see the truth differently. And I would have just like to see that different side. That's all.
You know, Jimmy, when I go back to my TNA days, it's really interesting watching it, because you don't know until you see something like this and you're like, oh, wow. You hear there was obviously a lot that I knew about that they talked about, but there were some things that were just like, oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
But Dixie became like, here's what I'll say. Dixie was fine to me. I have not a problem with her. She was fine.
Right.
I think she had all good intentions. I think that she became into a world that, Jimmy, this is a different world. This is not selling oil. This is not, riding horses. This is a business, and it's a harsh one. It is. And I just think that she got in over her head. But if it wasn't for Dixie, a lot of people would say that maybe TNA doesn't exist anymore. But we don't know that.
True. Very
but
true.
I know this. She did a lot to keep it going. I know that for a fact. But she also did things, because there were times where, and I will never be the first one to say this because it's not true, I got paid all my money I was owed. And people can say, well, they weren't paying. Yes, they were. They were paying you. Was it on time? That's another story. I don't want to get into that. But I got my money, and I think everybody else did too. If a referee got his, I'm sure the boys got theirs.
Right.
So it was just very, very interesting. And I truly believe that she just was in a world that she was not ready for. And it's unfortunate, it is. And I know that Jeff, like you said, that was his baby, his passion. And a lot of things that happened crushed his feelings and crushed his heart and things like that. And it's tough. It's interesting, though. It is. It's good television. It really is. Yeah. I hate to say that, but I mean, it's good, great television.
Of course.
So we had some good television this past Friday as well. We saw, I consider it a little bit of an uptick for Smackdown, where we saw CM Punk officially become a member of Smackdown as the undisputed champion. I think this is going to be good for Smackdown, Jimmy, just because they wanted to get that uptick in as much as people say there's no brand split, they're obviously two different shows. So thoughts thought it was a great show though, with him coming over.
Yeah, I think it's gone down to 2 hours, and of course, people were complaining that 3 hours was too much. And the way it's been going, this 2 hours on SmackDown the last couple of times has flown by, which is both a good and a bad thing. It's good that it flies by. You don't feel like you're wasting your time sitting there watching, but at the same time, you're like going, man, I need more. But it's okay. That's the good problem to have, leaving people wanting more. As far as new undisputed champion, I know a lot of people are all upset that Sami Zayn only held the title for 9 days. Oh my God, he held the title for 9 days. I can't wait to see when he's back on television. I'm surprised he hasn't been back yet and just go off and have that downward spiral. But maybe it's a good thing to keep him off for a few weeks and just let this thing simmer a little bit. And like I said last week, I think people will be more interested in Sami and in this iteration after losing the title than they would have been him as champion, defending the title every, that fighting champion. I'm going to defend it every week and all this kind of stuff. No. People are going to be more interested in the Sami Zayn we're going to get.
So, Jimmy, did you have a problem at all? I'm not saying I did. I'm just asking. At all with CM Punk not being seen since WrestleMania to come back, be thrusted into this match and win it? Did you have any problem with that at all?
Not at all, because they set the table. They planted the seed right after WrestleMania when CM Punk said, you never know when a title opportunity will fall out of the sky. And guess what? Monday night, it fell out of the sky.
Now, who said that?
Punk did.
Okay.
To Cody Rhodes, the champion. So they set that match up then, and having Punk away for a couple of months, and then having the match in Chicago, Punk's hometown. He probably Ubered to the building. We don't know.
Right.
It tells itself, and people went, well, what about the long story? They planted the seed 3 months ago. How much longer do you want?
Right.
The other thing that we saw, so we can get moved on here, is the stuff they're doing with Gunther and Nick Aldis, Brian, that he absolutely destroyed Nick Aldis. And that's an understatement. But like what they're doing here, or don't like what they're doing here?
I love it. I do. I love it. And I don't know how anybody can. I think that we have got to have this thing. We got to, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you can't have him beat the shit out of him and there's nothing come back. Like, and Nick's a big boy and he's a wrestler. He's a damn good wrestler. I'm excited. I am really excited to see where this goes. I think that sells tickets. I'm being honest. You put that out there. I'm excited. I don't know what else to say, Jimmy. I mean, is this not good shit?
It is great shit, especially for those of us who are familiar with Nick Aldis and his in-ring. There might be, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who haven't been privy to seeing some of his matches, especially when he was NWA champion, TNA champion, stuff like that. Nick Aldis can go. Mm-hmm. And putting him in there with someone like Gunther, he's going to look like $1 million. Yes. Not that he needs Gunther. He's going to look great. And he doesn't need to go over in this match or anything like that.
Nope.
And it's going to be interesting after this match what we're going to see. Are we going to see him go back to being a general manager? Or are we going to have more of Gunther calling him a failed wrestler because he lost the match? But I could see maybe, how about, would you be interested in seeing him continuing his in-ring? Because I could see him coming back right after the match, even if he loses. And of all people, he walks up to the big boss, Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
He hands him 2 papers. He hands him one. This is my resignation as general manager of SmackDown. This one here is my contract as a SmackDown superstar. I got the itch. I got to do it. I can't stay out of the ring anymore. And then you got a full-time guy and
a
really a
baby
baby face. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So you know what I thought about, Jimmy? That is awesome too, by the way. I like that. Like going through the gorilla position and grabbing him and stuff. Like, present. Yes, I like that. But I like this before that. Like, this will be continuation. When is the last time we have seen on television Nick in a pair of jeans and a regular shirt, cut off shirt, or anything? When's the last time?
I don't think
last
we have.
time there hasn't been a time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How would you like to see Gunther come out on Smackdown and start talking? He knows Nick's not there. Da 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 da. He's this, he's that. A failed wrestler. All of a sudden, over the barricade, over the wall, here comes in street clothes with a cutoff shirt. Nick Aldis, like he's never seen him before, jacked to the tilt, slide underneath, and beat the living shit out of him. And then go back with those papers. Or were you referring to like after the actual match?
After the match. Because the match lit a spark.
You can still do it that way.
The match lit a spark for him. It lit a fire. And I can't stay out of the ring anymore.
Right. I just think that visual would be something that no one's seen. It would be cool as fuck. It reminds me of the old days, man, when he jumps the barricade. I don't know what he would wear as Nick Aldis. You know what I mean? I know what Nick does wear when he's backstage.
How about something? Who else wears a suit all the time?
Cody.
And most of the time he comes down to the ring, he's wearing a suit. When he doesn't wear a suit, what does he wear?
Jogging suit.
Yeah, and a jacket, right? A sweat jacket or whatever you want to call it, a zip up. What if Nick were to come down to the ring dressed similar to what Cody does, take that zip up off, and he's got that cutoff shirt underneath, and watch people go, holy shit, this guy's jacked.
Yeah, perfect. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I want to see something different. I don't want to see him come out in a suit and talk to him. I don't get me wrong. I'll still watch it and still love it. But what I'm saying is he needs to look different. He needs to introduce himself. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. He's got to introduce himself to the audience that's not familiar with him. Oh, by the way, Matt, I got him handy. Don't worry, man.
We'll get those ready, guys, because we're going to send it up to our Refin review right here on Refin It Up.
This is Refin Review.
Well, guys, before we bring Stu in about 10, 15 minutes, I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on, we've seen a lot of referees' discretion across the board, whether it be TNA, whether it be WWE, or whether it be AEW, whatever. We've seen it across the board. Jimmy, this is something that you've also talked about on your ref and rants on your social medias as well. Is there a difference that you've seen between the referee's discretion in one-on-one matches compared to say title matches?
To be honest with you, I see referee's discretion across the board. It's not just for title matches. I know there's this theory that a lot of people like to throw out there that, oh, this is an important match, so the referee's giving them leeway. And I could understand that. And I could be on board with that if it wasn't a complete throw away the rules and sweep them under the rug and nothing matters anymore. Especially in title matches. People say, well, in title matches, you should let more go. No. In my opinion, the title match is supposed to be the one that represents the honor and respect of the rules. Now, like we can fudge the numbers, Brian, you can attest to this as well. When they're fighting on the outside, the referee, it's not a 10-second count, guys. It's a 10 count. Your cadence could change throughout. You can be slower. You could be, all it takes is for one guy to roll in and out so the fighting can continue outside. This whole jumping the barricade and fighting into the crowd and doing all that stuff, we see it in every other match. So why is it any different? There's no difference between referee's discretion in a title match and referee's discretion in the middle of the show and in the opening match. It happens across the board. If it happened in just the one match, I can deal with it. But again, for me, referee's discretion should be minimized in title matches because title matches mean that much more, where the rules should mean that much more.
I agree, Jimmy.
Yeah,
I agree. 100. Yep. Jimmy, like you say, like you can do the 1, 2, Now let's take time because they're just getting into a spot. You knew they were going to do, hey, guys, stop your count. Let's go. You got to get it back in the ring. Come on. Crap, shit, whatever.
Yeah.
3. All right, well, you just burnt 4 seconds right there. You know what I mean? Like, So, yes, it's not a put a stopwatch on it. Let's do 10 seconds. It's not, because everyone would be in trouble, including ourselves.
Yeah.
But like you said, the art of the wrestler to just roll in, roll back out, especially if you're a heel, is cheap heat.
Right.
And I agree with you that and there was one of our somebody put a I don't know, whatever you call it, not a question, but something up here about
comment
that happens in not just main event matches or title matches, and it does. He's right. But it happens a little bit more during a title match because, let's face it, the guys know that they have leeway. I mean, they do.
Right.
So it's really, really something that does become irritating to me, that it's just a simple follow the rules, and it's just not there anymore. It's just not. And that fan is right. It happens a lot. It happens with a lot of
way too
matches.
I mean, like not only title matches, but where I think, again, like I said, I'm beating a dead horse here when I keep saying it over and over again. I think in a title match, the rules should mean more than they do in a regular match. They should be adhered to more. You can ease up on the counting a little bit, but to have them fighting in the crowd and to have the referee run out there and chase them around and follow them everywhere, you know who that falls on. I know people, we like to point fingers, the ref police, we like to point fingers at the referee. They're only following orders. They're only doing what they're told to do. That comes from higher up. And there has to be someone in charge to rein the boys in and tell them, hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stop. This is not going to look good. Stop with this. Well, our fans don't care about the rules and the officials. It ruins the present, especially in a company where you say, oh, we're the best wrestle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The best wrestle. Guess what? The best wrestle and follow the rules as well. They adhere to rules.
Jimmy, tell me this doesn't make sense. If I'm cutting you off, I'm sorry.
No, go, man.
So unless there's a false count anywhere, this was something my father taught me. Why do you care what's going on outside of those ropes? You only care about what's going on inside. So if they go outside into the crowd, why do I need to follow them? What am I going to do anyway?
Right.
Like, what am I going to do? We have security. They'll keep fans off of them. It's not like I can count a pinfall. It's not that I can count them out. So why am I following them? I should be in the ring. That's where my job is done.
Right.
I mean, I've never seen a referee in any other sport, boxing, MMA, whatever has a ring, a referee jump out and go into the crowd. I mean, it doesn't. Their business is settled inside the ring.
Exactly.
So that's where the boys need to pay attention to that kind of stuff. That only makes sense. Why would we follow you out? A lot of boys will say, well, follow you out. That way we can get a cue for the break or something. Bullshit. You'll get that cue before you go outside. We're getting ready to go to break.
No. They don't listen to that anyways. And somebody's asking, would that be the workers or the agents at fault for that? I know. Here's the problem.
I think it's both.
I would say both, but when the agents are ignored completely and it's okay with the boss, then it falls completely on the workers and the boss. And the agents are standing, with their thumb up their wazoo. Like, look, it's kind of like, I told them, but they don't listen. So, but the boss is okay with it. So what am I supposed to do? Here, pay me my money.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the way it is. And that's sad. That's sad because for somebody who loves, look, and I know I'm beating up, according to some people, on Tony Khan a little bit. And it has nothing to do with him personally. Just with his vision of how wrestling is presented. I have these issues with how they structure their matches. And which is why I always say, you got a guy, you mentioned Jeff Jarrett. There's a guy who's been a promoter, a booker, who knows how to draw money, who has a history. It's in his family. It's in his lineage.
Yep.
Why not use him? Use his mind. You had Jake Roberts there. You had Arn Anderson there. You had Tully Blanche. You got all these great minds there, and you listen to a freaking podcaster. Someone who has never been in this business. That's who you're listening to for your creative advice. That's your sounding board. I'm sorry. And when your agents who are knowledgeable come to you and say, hey, the guys want to do this. This ain't right. Oh, let them do whatever they want. It's their match. Let them do it. All right.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? Right.
What are you supposed to do? So
whatever you want.
So as much as I get frustrated with referees who over exaggerate things, which is still, every time I do that, I want to just poke my eyes out. All that stuff goes on. And yes, those fall on the referees, but stuff like this is not on them unless they are too afraid to speak up. One day, one of them just has to say, listen, guys, this is ridiculous. You're making me look like a complete jackass out there.
Right.
And a useless tool. We got to change things up. Think of something different. Because we know, you mentioned Kenny Omega's match with MJF. Everybody's talking 5 stars, 5.5 stars. What a great match. It's the same thing we see all the time. 50-50 match, 1,400 kickouts from false finishes. They're going to fight in the crowd for 30 minutes before they come back to the ring. And that constitutes 5 stars. In my opinion, no, don't get me wrong. They work their asses off, both of them. And for that audience, that was the match they wanted to see. Okay, fine. But for others who are a little more purists like myself, that took me out of the match. And I thought to myself, this could have been a 5-star match if they didn't do all that bullshit on the outside.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I know others will say no big deal. Well, it is a big deal to me.
Got you.
All right, gentlemen. So why don't we do this for tonight? Let's take a break. We'll go up and we'll welcome in our very special guest, Mr. Stu Grayson, in our second count right here on Refin It Up.
This is your 2 count.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is your current interim MLP Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Canadian Champion, excuse me. He is Mr. Stu Grayson. A little bit technical difficulties. We'll welcome him back in as soon as he comes back in. Gentlemen, we have.
Oh dear God! Do we have another challenged person with computers and
I'm not quite sure.
No, he probably saw me and said, "Oh, not that guy, Dave."
Right?
Just just another. I would think
we're
another
waiting for him.
Canadian.
I'll just.
You just snack on your chips.
No, they're not chips, bro.
What are they?
Oh, your pretzels?
Oh, snack mix.
But this is new. This is the snack mix.
Oh,
they got a little bit of
different
little things. A little peppery, but they're actually pretty good. Yeah.
Is it just a Canadian brand? Because I've never heard of Dots.
No, got these at Costco when I was in the States, man. Yeah.
Ah.
These are awesome. Okay,
I gotta put these away.
Stu's back. I got to put him away.
What's up, Stu?
How are you, buddy?
I hear you, brother.
Oh.
No, we can't hear you, man. Sorry.
Looks like he's good on my end.
He's making me feel so smart. I am so smart. Look at me. You can see me. You can hear me. Yeah.
Well, small miracles, man. I know. What the hell?
We just can't hear you, brother. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could hear us. Okay.
Can't hear you.
It says it's all available. Oh, we'll go back. Try it.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Wow. I don't know.
It's weird.
Wow.
RJ, what are you doing, man?
I'm not doing it. It's Spencer's fault.
RJ, do you have him muted?
I do not.
Okay.
Well, Well, since we're doing audio, he can hear us. We'll ask him questions. He can just shake his head.
Why don't we do this?
There's a talk, mute, tag, or toggle on your streaming platform. It looks like he's using his phone, doesn't it?
Yeah, he is using his phone.
Trying to think on what.
Make sure I'm using the right mic.
I don't think it's you, RJ. For all you listeners, we're sorry. For all you people live, we're sorry. Things happen, but guess what? I didn't do it.
No.
Well,
I didn't do it.
We don't think you did it.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Let me.
Maybe he's a silent assassin.
Thought I muted Stu Grayson. It wasn't me.
Well, talk amongst yourselves.
So we need to ask yes or no questions, guys.
No, we'll figure it out. We'll get him on here because it's a very important time right now.
It is.
Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling up here in Canada debuting on TSN2 tomorrow night at midnight. A couple hours after Dynamite, so you can get your wrestling fix if you don't feel like going to bed afterwards. And not only that, the next day they will be streaming on the My AEW platform, streaming platform. So not only will they be available in Canada to watch on television, you'll be able to see them globally, which is a big deal, which is a really big deal. And
now, Jimmy, what do you know about this My AEW app? Is this just a regular app like everybody else?
Yeah, obviously AEW created this app to stream some of their shows and stuff like that, but they're also making deals with a lot of independent promotions.
Okay.
And streaming them as well on their platform. So you can go on there and check out different organizations around. And MLP is a national promotion here in Canada. It's all across Canada. And again, it's going to be right across Canada on TSN2, like I said. So this is going to be, this is a big deal. And I think a lot of people are going to be surprised with the production quality of this show, which is really good. And also the talent that is there. There's a lot of talent in MLP right now that I don't think fans are aware of, that have not seen yet. And when I see them, I always say to myself, why aren't these guys signed? It's one of those deals. Sorry, we got Stu back. Hopefully we can hear him.
It might be something, Stu, that if you have the internet browser that you're using, it may have to be, they might have asked permission for your microphone to be used. We cannot hear you, no.
You're funny, but we can't hear what you're actually saying.
Just answer. Yeah, we'll just do yes or no questions. And you just answer yes. Yeah, just shake your head. I'm joking, of course.
Are you where you have a laptop or no?
No, I think he's using his phone.
And now he's frozen. He needs to get all the way out. He should be able to get in that quick. But anyway,
Steve, help him out. You're a technical genius over there.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll tell him just leave the chat. Yeah. So Jimmy, this did you hear Scott D'Amore on the Busted Open?
Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
He's brought some people out of retirement, brother. Some guys I worked with.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm talking about some higher ups, like know what they're doing. Keith Mitchell was a longtime producer and like for TNA. I mean, like Keith Mitchell knows what he's doing. He's got a son that's also in the business that did the audio, which I'm guaranteeing if he's not with AEW that he'll drag on out. He brought up someone else's name. I can't remember, but I worked with him. I can't remember.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Was it with TNA?
Yeah, they were with TNA when I was there. He's brought some people back from TNA that were there. And the production there was awesome with Spike TV when we were on there at that point in time.
Right.
Their shots, their aerials, all that stuff. I mean, it was really, really good.
Steve TSN brought up Psycho Mike. Psycho Mike is a unique character. And that's what I love about Psycho Mike. He's not only a good in-ring talent, he's got the character down pat. Do you know what his finish is? Yeah, I bet you.
Psycho Mike?
I bet you dollars to donuts you could not guess what his finishing move is.
Are you asking me this?
I'm asking both of you.
I have no clue.
Right. Heart punch.
Oh, he mentioned Andrew Thomas. He's bringing Andrew Thomas back. Andrew Thomas was a longtime referee that went into for some reason or another, Eric Bischoff didn't like his style of work and didn't want him as a referee. And he had 2 jobs, refereeing and backstage duties with the production team. So he's another good hand.
Right.
Anyway, sorry to get off topic. So Psycho Mike, finisher.
Yes. A body slam.
That's his finish, a body slam?
His body slam is his finish, and he works the crowd up to the point where they're waiting for it, they're begging for it, they're screaming for it. They want to see it. And
is it just a slam?
It's a body slam.
Not a power slam.
Not a power slam. It's a body slam where he holds him up and he, where everybody can see him. It's not a quick thing. And then he slams him and covers him. 1, 2, 3.
Is he a big kid?
And he's bigger than me, but that's not so much.
That's easy.
Yeah. But the crowd goes banana every time he does it. You talk about programming the crowd to buy into a finish. I mean, you got these guys out there who do 72 twisting, burning, 450 hammer Phoenix splashes.
Yeah, there it is.
I haven't said it for a while. And they get a reaction, but they don't get what I would call a pop. His body slam gets a pop.
Is he young, Jimmy?
I think he's in his 30s.
Okay.
It's a Psycho Mike.
Yeah.
Because I think he's just strictly been
mostly in Ontario. Mostly, well, I'm sure he's ventured out outside of Ontario, but that's where I know him from.
Let's see here. Yeah. Gotta find out how old is 40 years old.
Oh, wow.
From Watertown, Ontario.
Yeah.
So he's a Canadian boy.
Or Waterdown?
Yeah.
That must be a Canadian joke.
Yeah. No. It's there's a Waterdown.
Is there really? Okay. I'd be mad as hell if I was from Waterdown, Canada.
Yeah. Jack Tunney used to live there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
That's the only reason I know about it. If the old president didn't live there, I wouldn't know.
But we're seeing, we'll get back to MLP here a little bit, it's across the board though. I'm just thinking that if they do so well here with the My AEW, and now is it an app or is it just like an online service? It escapes me at the moment.
It's a streaming service.
It's a streaming service. Okay.
It's a streaming service. So yeah.
Hey, real quick.
I guess it works as an app too on your phone if you want to watch it as an app.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Success. There we go.
All right, well, we're done.
So I had to leave the app and go in a browser. Now you know why Evo Luno do all the computer stuff.
Brother, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
All I know about computer is they exist. So
okay.
That's it.
Well, first of all, now that we can hear you, how the hell are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you guys?
We're good.
Doing good, brother. Doing good.
It's been a minute. That's for sure.
It's been a while, yes.
Yeah, I know. But we've been talking about MLP. Obviously, you, the interim Canadian champion right now. And we were talking about the debut tomorrow night here in Canada on TSN2. And also the next day, it'll be streaming on the My AEW app. And I don't think people realize what a big deal that is. Not only getting the television deal, but that streaming app's going to get you guys seen globally.
Yes, it's a great option for a lot of people to be able to see a lot of product they otherwise would not have access to.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And as I was trying to explain, I know these guys in the States here, they don't get to see a lot of the Canadian talent that we've gotten to see. And Canada is stacked, bro. They're stacked with talent. That
absolutely.
When I look at them sometimes, as I was saying, it's like I look at them. I look at a bunch of guys and I go, "How are these guys not signed?"
It's probably the biggest, the most angering thing about being a professional wrestler in Canada is we are known worldwide to be amongst the best wrestler to ever do it, and yet people seem to think there's very little, if any, wrestling in Canada at all. as if every time a wrestler is successful, basically he had to move to the United States. But the truth is, there's a lot of independent scene in Canada that are thriving, doing really well. It's just that one of the biggest problem, I think, is Canadian do not use social media as much as the American do. And I tested that out last year. We had 2 huge shows in Canada, one happening in Gatineau and one happening in Quebec City. Both were in arenas and both sold over 3,000 tickets. Wow. So big shows, very successful. Then I went on Twitter the next morning and searched both shows. 0 tweet, 0 Instagram post, other than the wrestlers themselves. No fan posted about it. And therefore, it looks like there are no shows. It's just that no one really talks about it.
Why do you think that is?
I'm not quite sure. I think Canadians, French Canadian a lot too, are not as involved with social media as much. I don't know if it's that. And does everybody have such a busy, fun life? They don't need the internet? I hope that's what it is. But otherwise, I feel like, why aren't we using it as much? It's kind of it's a really good free publicity. Yes. You know, it's that's what social media is a lot of the time. But so no, it's like Canadians are not using it much.
So Stu, are they not actually smart when you think about it? Because this is some toxic fucking bullshit on Twitter, I can tell you.
I know.
Yeah, as bad as it gets, though, you're right, Stu. Social media should be used as a tool to help promote your brand, and not only the brand of MLP, but also your personal brand. The guys going on there, some guys, I love the way they use it because the way they promote themselves and they do some creative things online. AKA guys like Drew McIntyre's and stuff like that, using the I'll even say guys like RJ City, who's not even wrestling anymore, but promotes his brand using the internet and using social media.
Because the truth is, the more valuable your product is, which is you, the more valuable you are, the more valuable you will be for a company, whoever they are. So build your brand, make sure people know about you, what you do, who you are. Very important.
So let me ask you this. So MLP has a TV deal out in Canada. And now they're on the AEW, my AEW, right? My AEW app.
Yep.
Okay. So how is the locker room? How is the moral, like the morale, should I say? How is, like, someone like yourself, how are you feeling about this? Because like Jimmy said, this is a pretty big deal for a company that's really been around, what, a year, 2 years at the most?
Yeah. Honestly, it's a really good question, because one of the things that made me fall in love again with wrestling, like as much as I am now, is actually the locker room and the way Maple Leaf's business, the backstage, is being run. I really love it. It's organized, it's very respectful, and everyone is working towards the same goal, which is we need to make Maple Leaf successful so that we have another platform on which we can perform. And obviously, every Canadian has been waiting for an opportunity like that. So we are not wasting any moment. We're trying our hardest. And the locker room is incredibly healthy. We have guys from all around the world, and yet we're all coming here in Maple Leaf to do the same thing. And it's just a kick ass, have a great freaking match, a big show all together. So the spirit is really high. We have a lot of fun. Honestly, it might be one of the best locker room I have been in. And I really hope it doesn't change. And now I'm, as the Maple Leaf champion and so on, a guy who's also been in the business for as long as I have, I feel like I have to not lead the locker room, but I like to be an example of how to be in the locker room. And it's you work hard, you're being respectful, you talk from the top wrestlers to a cameraman to any member of the crew helping, all of them. Respect them. Without them, there is no show.
So I was very privileged to work under Scott D'Amore. Scott brought me in. I don't remember the year. It doesn't matter. When I came back and made my final hurrah at TNA. And I can tell you, that guy builds and demands a good locker room. And it all starts at the top.
Yeah.
And Scott's a very, very intelligent guy. And I love working for Scott. I really, really did. I don't know what people say about him. I don't care. I can only go by how I feel. And Scott treated me fair. And he really wanted that camaraderie. He really pushed for that. Like, I don't know what you guys do after shows, but our whole locker room got together at a hotel. We all stayed at one hotel. And if we didn't stay at one hotel, and it was a combination of two, we found a way halfway between or found one hotel where we all went and then we went back to our own and we all did it. And you know what? He'd pop through there. He wouldn't hang out long. Don't get me wrong, but he'd pop through there. What's up, guys? You know, da 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 da. It was something that he promoted, and it means so much. It means so much because, man, I'm telling you, like you guys getting close together like this and really pushing for something that's feels like it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be big, is a cool thing. It makes it so much easier and so much easier to work with other people and be yourselves and not a number and scared that somebody's gonna stab you in the back and all that bullshit that comes with wrestling. It's a good thing, and I think what you guys are, I'm excited for you guys. I really am, and I'm gonna have to download another fucking app. But fucking bullshit. But I'll do it because I want to support you guys at MLP, Scott D'Amore, and all the people that are friends of mine, including yourself. Now, when I went to cross promote with AEW, didn't me and you do a tag? Not work, a ref.
That might be possible. Where were we?
We were at Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh. Man, you might be right. That might be, yeah. I think so.
I
think it was a multi-man with Dark Order.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the only time we've ever worked together. Is it possible?
The only time.
The only time, right? Okay, yeah.
I guess. I don't know how we've avoided each other. But we did. We avoided each other.
Yeah, at least once, you know.
No, awesome. Let's speak about the Dark Order real quick.
Yes.
You've been recognized mainly, according to my notes, dirt sheet, if you will. Just kidding. As mainly a tag guy for the most part.
Yes.
You're away from that now. Now you're on your own. And now I would think someone like you would be have more fire and more determination to prove to everyone that, well, you might have loved tag team. I'll ask you that in a minute too, to incorporate. It's kind of two questions. I would think this is your time to shine. I would think this is you being able to say, yeah, I was in tag team wrestling, which I loved or didn't. I will let you answer that. And now it's me. I'm on my own, and damn it, this is what y'all overlooked. How do you feel right now being on your own?
Honestly, it feels really refreshing because obviously my whole career being a tag team by choice, because I do in fact love tag team. I do believe that the tag team division is probably the most fun division in all of wrestling. I really appreciate what we can do, the stories we can tell, the very concept of having a partner and dealing with multiple opponents at the same time. I love the very concept of tag team. And Uno and I have always been a perfect unit. We complete each other because we are two completely different individuals, but we have the same mindset. And as if one of us is successful, we're both successful, and so on. So that's how we would build our career and our matches. I even loved being part of the group Dark Order. Uno and I created that group. And even at the one point when we were 8, I always felt like we were all important. We had a really, really great vibe going on, and everything was amazing. But now being alone on my own and really doing my own thing, for the first time, I actually am being told, hey, be selfish. This is for you. You don't have to protect someone. You don't have to care for someone. You don't have to agree as a group or as a team to move forward into a direction. Do what you want. Do it for you and sell us your product. So now for the first time, I really get to just do whatever comes to mind and what I've always wanted to do as an individual. And it's very, very fun so far.
Nice. Now, obviously, you being a veteran, because you've been around for a long time, my friend. I'm not trying to make it sound old. I'm just saying you have been
21 years now.
21 years. That's a hell of a career. Are you finding now that you are the guy that some of the younger wrestlers come to for veteran advice? And how does that feel when now you used to be the guy that used to ask for it? Now
Yes.
People are coming to you, right?
Yeah, it's so in Canada, it happens way more because in Canada I have my wrestling school called The Keep, and I have been training a lot of the newest wrestler in our region for the past 5-6 years, and now everywhere you go in Canada, several matches have my students in it. So everyone gets to have a taste of what I have been teaching, how I think about wrestling, how I approach it. And they get to see that my students are actually doing very well for themselves. They are very good. I am very hard on them, but I tell them that if you're going to represent me, you better put in the work. And they are, and I'm very proud of that. When I travel the world, not as much, as in they still see me like an ex-AEW guy, but I was never necessarily the man, right? I was never the face of the company. Now with Maple Leaf, I'm more or less the face of the company. I'm its champion. I'm running the show. It's awesome, and I love it. So now more people do kind of take the time to see what I do in the ring, and they kind of understand like, oh shit, yeah, this dude, he knows what he's doing. Like, and it's not just in the ring, the in-ring psychology, the short-term, long-term booking, and storytelling, all these things. I also do a lot of stuff with production. I love producing segment, coaching, and agenting, and so on. And now people get to see me in all these different aspects of wrestling, and they realize that some of them, they may have already been in the business for 10 years, but they have no idea to do any of these things. Mm-hmm. And I just do them as simple as breathing. So now they see me in a new light. They see me do other things, way more things than I ever got to do. And they understand, oh, shit, yeah, we need to go see him if we want to learn. So now more than ever, I do have people coming to see me for sometimes straight up training, whether it's a workout, wrestling training, psychology, or just how to be a professional and act on the show. So I very, very much like it. I appreciate that they see it and they think that what I do is the right thing and they want to know how I'm doing it. So I really like that so far.
Nice.
So I have another quick question for you, and then not to your fault, but to your fault. We have to. I know this seems like we've been like we're rushing, but we're not. We wanted to give you 30 minutes, but of course you couldn't get your shit fixed. So
oh my God. Sure. Shift the heat, Brian. That's it.
I want to throw that heat to Evil Uno. He does those things for me. He's not in my house right now. What the fuck? Where is he? So
now we know next time we invite you, we need to invite Uno too, right?
Yeah, it might have to be a thing now. So
okay.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? You are talking to the biggest dummy in the world when it comes to this. These guys laugh at me. I mean, like literally when I'm so mad and I can't get shit working, they're laughing and laughing. They think it's so funny when it's so fucked up and not funny. But it's whatever. So I feel for you, and I really do. How would you describe your time in AEW? I mean, was it good for you overall? I mean, how do you think things shaped up for you?
I'm really grateful for my time in AEW.
Very nice.
The very first year, this first 8-10 months before COVID hit, and we went to Jacksonville. Those first 8, 10, 12 months, whatever it was, were they were awesome because, like everyone, even the company itself, we were all learning as we were going, right? It's the very first year of a company. It's a newborn baby. Everything we do is new. And that experience forced some of the guys, and I think I'm one of them, to really step up because I didn't want to be a guy who always wondered, what do I do here? So it forced me to be better and know as much as I can. Even sometimes it has nothing to do with wrestling. It was camera crew, the production, or other things. I was just trying to get knowledge and understand what's going on, right? Then the almost 2 years in Jacksonville, COVID, as fun as it was, no crowd, mostly the dark matches and these things. It's not the same thing. It really isn't. Now we got the crowd back. Things are changing. It ended up not being for me at that moment. And obviously the big thing was the passing of Mr. Brody Lee. That hit us like a ton of brick. But it also gave Dark Order and Brody some of the greatest times, some of the best memories. I will always be incredibly thankful for that. And I made so many new friends, so much connection. So yeah, I'm super grateful for my time in AEW. Will there be more? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? It's wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Nothing is impossible with wrestling. But in no way, shape, or form is either you and myself or in bad term at all. I saw Tony Khan not too long ago at the Maple Leaf versus ROH show, Global Wars, and spoke with him. Had a good time, a lot of laugh. Everything is professional. Everything is friendly. So yeah, no, my time in AEW was a good time, and obviously it did give me the opportunity to be seen by a lot more people, and a lot of people then became a fan of mine, and they followed my career somewhere else, and a lot of them now realize, oh my God, we really only got to see a fraction of what he could do in AEW, so now they're following me outside of it, and I'm loving it.
That's
so
amazing.
now I want to do this. I want you to be selfish. I want you to put yourself over. This is all you. Put out all your plugs, promote NLP, promote whatever you're doing. We'll lay out and let this whole moment be for you. Do what you want to do. Put yourself over, kid. Let's go.
All right. Well, if you really want to know what I do and how good I may actually be, I do believe I am a very good professional wrestler, and I have taught some of the best young pro wrestlers now. You really want to see me do what I do best: Maple Leaf, Mystery Wrestling, C4 Wrestling, and SPW in Quebec City. Those are 4 promotions that I am on every single week, every single month. I have insane matches there, and you're really going to get to see who and what Stu Grayson is. You'll get to see what I do, how I approach wrestling in a light you have never seen before. You're going to hear me talk, because all these promotion knows I do, in fact, speak English, as you hear it now, and I now cut promos. Everywhere I go now, they give me a microphone. They say, your character is simple. He's an aggressive, violent pro wrestler. Go out there, use the microphone, put over some guys, put over yourself, and beat the shit out of them. And now it's all I do. My job everywhere I go is people say, do whatever you want. I'm going to ring the bell, do what Stu does best, beat the shit out of people. And I freaking love it, because it's something I've been waiting to do for so long. And now everywhere I go, it's just what they want me to do. And I am doing it really fucking well.
That's awesome.
So
That's awesome. I have to say this really quick, Brian. I don't mean to cut you off, because I know we're supposed to be talking MLP, but I got to mention this. I had the opportunity of seeing Mystery Wrestling online. Yes. That is so much fun. Tell Uno, man. Just tell Uno, man. This is a
whole new, different product. Yes. And I think people were ready for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Between him and Nug, you know what I mean? So.
I mean, honestly, the combination is a weird thing to say, but the combination of Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling and Mystery Wrestling, they are approaching different crowds, different media, and so on. But both company thriving and doing well in Canada is actually the best thing that could have happened to Canada right now, because so many people are now discovering how hot the Canadian wrestling scene is. And without Maple Leaf and without Mystery, a lot of people would still be in the dark about us. So Mystery Wrestling, Maple Leaf Wrestling are the 2 companies that you cannot just ignore. If you're a wrestling fan, you're going to absolutely love both product, because both product couldn't be any more different in the best way possible.
Right.
Stu, you've done the impossible, buddy. You've made me want to come to some country I've never wanted to come to. And I just want to do that because I want to see you beat the shit out of people. I love that.
That's what I do now.
But can you meet me at the border so I can get through there, or what?
Whatever it takes. I'll do it. Whatever it takes.
That's very fair. Hey, do you want to put any of your social media? Do you have any of that stuff? Because you complain nobody does shit out there in Canada. So what do you want to do?
Yes. If you're looking for me, Stu Grayson or Stu_Doze, Twitter and Instagram, those are the 2 social media I use the most. Mostly Instagram, a lot more fun there. Twitter is just way too negative and full of hate for me at this point. So I will scroll every now and then to see death threat, and then I'll move on. Then I'll go back to Instagram and have a good time with dumb videos. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's really where you're going to find me. Stu_Doze, Stu Grayson. You'll find me right away. Follow me. Come talk to me. I'm not there that often, but I do take the time to go there and communicate with my fans and have a good time as much as I can, because I am, listen, let's be honest. If there are no wrestling fans, there are no wrestlers or wrestling show. We need them, and we need to treat them with respect. And every now and then, it's just giving them some love, even if it's just social media.
Right.
Awesome, dude. Hey, listen, thank you from Jimmy, RJ, myself, the whole Refin It Up crew, man. I actually, I'm kind of mad that we didn't get your other stuff straight at the beginning, but it's okay. 7 minutes. It's okay. You know what? That's another reason to come to Canada. Maybe we put our brains together so we can figure this video shit out, you know?
Maybe the two of us might be decent if we put both our heads together.
There we go. well, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, man.
Tune in to MLP, guys. We'll put your stuff on our Audrey, you say the terminology. I don't know.
All the information will be in our show notes to this episode, as well as on YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. So
actually, I'll be seeing you October 18th in Belleville.
Oh, sweet. Excellent.
Yeah.
See you there.
Yeah. See you there, buddy.
Thank you guys
so much. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Thank you, boys.
Appreciate it.
Guys, that was absolutely phenomenal to have Stu on. But we'll break that down in our next count, our third count, right here on Refin It Up.
This is your 3 count.
Uh-oh.
I'm here. Hold on.
He's throwing his voice again.
It's the heat wave, man. It's the heat wave. messing with the Wi-Fi.
Oh boy. No, man. It was great to actually have him on here. I would love to hear a lot of his what do you say? Long-winded answers to it, like a lot of his history of it, just because I remember seeing the first time I saw him before he even got to AEW, and Jimmy, you'll know this promotion is over in, I believe it's in Ottawa, is C4.
Yes. Yeah. I'm familiar
and
with it.
I saw him with Uno as a Super Smash Brothers in the tag team, and it was just absolutely phenomenal. And it's a perfect example, like you were saying, come in, kick ass, and leave.
Yeah. Him and Uno were a really, really good tag team. And he's right, though. Now there's going to be an opportunity for Canadian talent to be seen on a larger scale, which will only help them through MLP and through the My AEW app. So like he said, a rising tide lifts all ships. So when they do good, everybody does good. And right now, believe it or not, the wrestling scene in Canada is actually pretty good now. It's thriving. So hopefully they can keep that ball rolling. And guess what? They don't charge high ticket prices. So
you know what? I loved it. And you could tell and feel the excitement that he's got for Canadian wrestling, which is cool. I know people don't believe that I believe that. I do. I love Canadians. I love Jimmy. Jimmy's my brother. He just lives in the wrong country. But sorry, Jimmy. But no.
Get the chips. Get the pretzels ready.
And by the way, Steve at TSN or whatever, I've been to Canada a million times. It's not that. I've been there. I just don't want to go there anymore. That's all.
Well, the real question is, are you allowed back, though? Do the Canadians?
Absolutely. I am an outstanding human citizen. Come on.
I just figured, and I'm pretty sure at this point, Daniel will be over in the corner holding up his Euro doll. So,
and that's when he gets smacked.
Yeah, bro.
And bleeped out. Man, Jimmy, you're making me hungry for them things.
Oh, I shouldn't have started.
You're not going to stop once we get off the air either.
Like I said, they're peppery, these things. They're
Are those the ones that you got when you came down to the States at Costco?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Well, I was going to get the regular fill because they got several different flavors. So you got the honey mustard, the barbecue, garlic, Parmesan garlic, the original.
Cinnamon. They have a cinnamon one too.
Yeah, that one I haven't tried yet. So as we were strolling through, because I was in North Dakota for my niece's wedding, we saw these, and I said, those are new. I haven't seen those. So it's got a little bit of a mix in there. It's not just pretzels. So
I know I hate pretzels, just pretzels. Ugh.
No, you'll love Dots.
Okay, I'm gonna
listen.
There's a Wawa right around the corner. I'm gonna go hit that. I'm gonna hit that bitch.
Yeah, your favorite Corderas, who is not me, tried the dots one day, and that's it. Now every time we head down south, we hit Target or a Costco, and we stock up, bro.
Nice. All right.
I'll let you in. But anyways, what we will do now, it's on our audio. Let me get rid of this real quick. Jeez, I'm just all kinds of confuddled tonight. On our audio side,
I don't want to go down a deep hole, but yeah, you're right. Danomite _82. Then I'll just leave it at that.
Oh,
and I'm not bad. I would bring a little chaos, but the fun chaos, nothing crazy. Come on, I'm a good dude.
All right, you'd have to settle. You'd have to settle for ultra, not light. So,
okay, I'll do that for.
You're making everybody hungry, Jimmy.
I just need to get. I know everybody's talking about dots. Can we get out of here? I'm hungry.
See, because people know you got to try them.
I'm gonna go to Wawa as soon as I leave.
Yep, they go good with a nice little cold brewski.
Oh, Wawa's way better than Sheets. Anyway, go ahead.
Sheets.
Yeah, Sheets is
anyways.
Sheets. Yeah.
Anyways, so as always, we have a brand new Corderas karaoke this week. I think you guys are gonna love it because I'll be honest, I hear it each and every week, and I know you guys are gonna love it. But it's only going to be on our audio version. So everybody that's here on YouTube as well as on Twitch, you'll have to wait till tomorrow morning to listen to the audio version of it. It'll be there on there forever. And this week's Corderas karaoke is Beat Roman by our very talented Mr. Jimmy Corderas on this week's Corderas karaoke. Jimmy, it's I'm so glad when I say this constantly. When we talk about Corderas karaoke, is the fact when I hear the my alert go off from my email and I see your email comes across with your okay, here you go. I'm like, yes.
It's got to be exciting times. Jimmy's talented. I have to admit, like I really do, and creative. Like it ain't nothing like some bullshit thrown together. He's got the thing down to a T.
I try to come up with different stuff. I mean, and different genres. You can't just do the same stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you're not one way or another. You're 80s, 70s, 60s, 90s. Like you're all over the map. I'm
all over the map. But the only thing is now talking to Donnie and this week we had who do we talk to recently? Or
I
just
saw
chatting
on.
With?
Oh, what was it on Instagram?
Oh, I think it was Elijah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This week on Huge Pop, and he's talking about Dark Country. I'm thinking, what's Dark Country?
Dark? Is that a movie?
No, it's the music genre.
I got one for you. I know it. I've gotten into that too.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see what Matt Green just put? That's an idea, Jimmy. You singing or rapping with me beatboxing.
We got to do a collab, bro.
We would. We need you. Seriously.
It may have to be post production because I don't know if we can physically get away with that on.
Why? I make my own beats. I make my own beats.
Yeah, we're not.
He's not using lyrics.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're using my lyrics to Brian's beat.
Oh, your beat. Okay. I thought you meant that you're going to have music as well. My bad.
No, just the beatbox, the breakdown, and Jimmy do his thing.
Yeah. Cena might get hot, but other than that, that's all right.
Oh, okay.
Well, I have.
All right.
Jason, I haven't played the saxophone in too long, man.
Right.
I put my reed on that damn thing, it'll crumble. So,
obviously, Jimmy, you talked about Huge Pop there with Donnie Da Silva. Absolutely phenomenal show that you guys got over there. What are the ways outside of there where people can get a hold of you and see your stuff?
Of course, hugepopradio.com, where you can catch Huge Pop Radio. And it's also on all the streaming platforms that you listen to your podcasts on. You can catch it there. Of course, here every week. My Refin rants from Monday to Friday every week, commenting on sometimes little things that kind of fly under the radar that don't sit well with me, at least in my mind. I think they fly under the radar, but yeah, then you can catch those on all my social media at Jimmy Corderas on Twitter, at Real Jimmy Corderas on Instagram, and I also have another Instagram account. It's called Ref the Chef.
Oh,
Ref the Chef. I'm starting to get back into the cooking phase. We made I made a brisket, an oven braised brisket this weekend.
I saw that, Jimmy.
Oh, dude. And I'm not saying this I'm not trying to Barry Horowitz myself. Dude, after the next day, I went out and bought another brisket.
Really?
I'm waiting for the right time. My boy,
brisket's right expensive, isn't it?
Well, we kind of got away with a good deal. So,
of course you did, Jimmy.
Yeah.
What would it cost normal people?
What? Depends on the size of the brisket.
Okay, fair enough.
But I know where a brother can get a brisket. You know where a brother can get a brisket? There you go. but my boy's coming up in a couple of weeks. Arda from the States, and him and Steve and I are gonna I hope they like brisket, because guess what we're having?
Brisket.
Yeah.
Well, I think Jimmy, Steve's been in the chat, so Steve, you better be ready.
Oh, I was gonna surprise him. Damn it.
Yeah.
Then you didn't hear that, Steve.
Maybe he checked out after the Corderas karaoke.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll probably put him to sleep. Oh, okay, there we go.
I'm gonna save you, RJ. At Baby Hebner on the Twitter. At Baby Hebner on the Instagram. And that's all I do. That's all I want. And I don't even want that. But yes, got it.
All right then. Well, you can see here on the scroll, you can follow across all the social medias on Twitter and Instagram at Refin It Up. If you're listening to audio, you won't be able to see it, but you'll be able to hear my voice. Thank God. But just want to also shout out everybody that has been in our chat today. The regulars, we see Matt, we see Steve was here that says he loves some brisket, as well as some newcomers as well. So thank you guys for joining us here live on the YouTubes, and you too can follow the show along here live every Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, as well as Twitch, as well as our audio version on Wednesday mornings when they drop. Just want to also shout out some other great partners here on the team. Daniel, who's, kicking ass and taking names over there at TNA and OVW. AJ McKay, as well as Downstate, for this great partnership with our music. Guys, absolutely phenomenal show this week. But until next week, for Mr. Jimmy Corderas, Mr. Brian Hebner, I'm RJ. We'll see you next week right here on Refin It Up.
1, 2, 3.